Hi guys, SI base units. Have you heard about them? So something again that comes up when you first start doing A-level physics. So maybe it's a nice recap if you're in year 13 or a nice intro if you're in year 12. So what is a base unit? So a base unit is basically those units that we can simplify. They can't be broken down basically any further. So for example, for mass, we're always going to use kilograms for mass in physics. So you always want to convert into kilograms for any of the equations to work. For example, the equation F equals ma only works if your mass is in the unit of kilograms. Other things that you might want to do is that temperature is now going to be measured in Kelvin. So Kelvin is the SI base unit for temperature. So you might be very used to using degrees Celsius, but that is not what we use in physics now. We're going to convert it into Kelvin so that we can use it in some of our equations. One of the equations you'll see coming up is PV equals nRT. So that is pressure times volume is number of moles. Yes, there's moles in physics. Times R, which is your molar gas constant, times T, which is your temperature, which is going to be in Kelvin. What did we get to next? So we got mass, we got Kelvin, temperature, mass. There is 7 that you want to know. You have got candela, which is for luminosity intensity, but we don't use that in AQA physics. We're going to have distance, which is in meters. You have time, which is in seconds. We have current, which is measured in amps. And hopefully that is 7, am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I missed? Moles, which is amount of substance. So amount of substance is measured in moles. You might remember from GCSE chemistry, number of moles is equal to whatever mass you have divided by its relative molecular mass. And this is an equation that you need to memorize, and it'll come up in year 13. Or number of moles is the number of particles you have divided by that Avogadro's constant. So what I want to do is we want to write newtons. So newtons we know is our unit for force. So forces are measured in newtons. But newtons is not an SI base unit. So I have to think, how can I write newtons in terms of these units? So again, you're thinking about equation, it's easy for you to remember. And this is an equation that's got newtons in it. So I know that F equals mass times acceleration. So I can see that a newton is equal to whatever mass is measured in, which is kilograms. And I check to see, is that an SI base unit? It is. Times acceleration. Acceleration, you would have done from your GCSEs, is meters per second squared. But you can't write it like that in A-levels anymore. Okay, so meters per second squared, what that means is that it's a meters divided by a second squared. You want to write that in indice form. So what that becomes is ms to the minus 2. Same thing for your maths lessons, that 1 over x becomes x to the negative 1, or 1 over x squared.